All right, guys, before I get to this next article here, be sure to like the video. It's free. It don't cost you a damn thing. So do it. It helps out the network a lot. And yeah. So yeah, this article is from Mundo Weiss, another opinion piece. It says the real reason Donald Trump is bombing Yemen. It says the United States recent bombing campaign on Yemen was meant to stop Asna Allah's attacks on the Red Sea shipping and also to send a message to Iran. Yes, it says just 2 days before Israel resumed the full scale of its genocide in the Gaza Strip, the United States began a bombing campaign in Yemen. The U.S. aggression is a significant part of the recipe for endless war and devastation of the Middle East that Israeli Prime Minister bitch ass BB and Donald Trump are cooking up. While the Israel and the U.S. are clearly communicated about these operations, each country has presented its actions as independent. Independent. He said independent. Yeah, like they working hand in hand because the United States is Israel's bitch. But then we continue. But cooperative with the other. Of course, this is partially an attempt to obscure the reality that Israel cannot pursue its relentless genocide in Gaza without the material support it gets from the United States, of course. But there's another piece from Trump. He prefers to present his and Netanyahu's approach as one of independent, if allied countries acting in their own perceived interests. He likes to present an image of Israel charting its course in the U.S. pursuing its own interests, an image that crumbles the moment Trump wants Israel or anyone else to act according to his wishes. The U.S. is focused on not on Gaza but on Yemen, allowing Netanyahu to resume his full-scale genocide, to which Trump is indifferent, of course. Like, I mean, Trump, Biden, and bitch ass Netanyahu has blood on their hands. Yet, while Trump can fantasize all he wants about lounging repulsively on Gaza's beach with Netanyahu, there are American businesses that have a stake in presenting Asna Allah, often called the Houthis, from acting in defense of and in solidarity with the Palestinians. Trump motivations are always a bit of muddle, and that is as much by design as it is the result of his impromptuness, ignorance, and attention and short attention span. But the U.S. clearly has an interest in stopping Asna Allah's attacks on Red Sea shipping, and there is still an absolute refusal in Washington to do one thing that is certain to accomplish that: force Israel to lift his blockade of Gaza. These realities seem to have been part of the calculus in the U.S. attack on Yemen, which are ongoing. Um, it's about Iran. Yeah, this was about. In the bigger picture, it is always also about Iran. It is not a coincidence that the attacks first on Yemen and then on Gaza in the wake of Trump after sending a letter in early March to Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali. I can't say that. Khamenei. If I'm saying the name wrong, I apologize. Calling for a new talks on a nuclear deal. On Wednesday, it was reported in that letter Trump gave Iran a 2-month deadline to reach a new deal. Iran already said they were not going to be threatened and bullied into new talks. That statement came in response to Trump threatening war if Iran did not come across. Uh, this is what Trump said right here. We are down to final strokes with Iran. We are down to the final moments. We can't let them have a nuclear weapon. Trump, Jesus Christ, man. My cousin is like 8 years old and she can make deeply more coherent sentences than this guy. Can't let them have a nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapons. Something is going to happen very soon. I could rather have a peace deal than the other option, but the other option will solve the problem. But Trump is anti-war though. Like to all you MAGA people, Trump is anti-war. Trump is anti-war, but he's threatening war. He's bombing Yemen. Oh God. Um, it says the 2-month deadline also seems to line up with a U.S. intelligence assessment developed in the last days of Joe Biden's administration and supported by an early Trump administration assessment that Israel would attack Iran's nuclear facilities sometime during the first half of 2025. Yeah, if that is part of Trump's thinking, he will not need to carry out his threat directly, but simply support Israel in doing so. Uh, One more. This possibly also clarifies why Trump has gone out of his way to blame Iran for Allah's activities. Most informed experts agree that Iran and Allah have a friendly relationship, and that Iran supports the Yemeni group, but that Allah does not act in on Iran's orders or under Iran's control. Iran's reported request on Monday that Allah tone down their confrontation with the U.S. was rebuked in no uncertain terms, hardly the behavior of a proxy. Um, so yeah, man, yeah. So that's why. I'm sorry about that, guy. I keep doing that shit. The layout span. But anyway, so yeah, that's why Trump doing what he's doing. He's doing it because of Israel. Bitch ass Benjamin Netanyahu told him, yeah, man, Yemen has nuclear arsenal, man. We gotta take that shit down. Can you help us? Try to dumb it down a little bit. So that's what's going on, man.